Have you ever listened to a story and at the end of it ask yourself, what was that about? Our gospel this weekend can be a bit like that. We hear the story of the dishonest steward who was later praised for canceling some of the master's debts as he was about to be fired. There is a contradiction here. Is the steward being praised for taking the law into his own hands? Did the master not lose more money because of his actions? What is prudent and astute in what he did? There is an issue here. The master's business is obviously affected. The master is losing customers, maybe because they are not able to pay what they owed. Maybe it was a bit too much for them to handle. What does that tell us? The steward who managed the business is overcharging them beyond their means. Maybe. Maybe he's charging them for personal finances. The power of money and wealth. It was all about this steward rather than the economic interests of his master. When he canceled some of the debts, the master praised him. We are not told this in detail, but it must have become easy for the debtors to pay, and might I add, that the master would have received all they owed him and his customers back. So this steward is being praised here for realizing his dishonesty and selfishness and quickly putting himself after everyone else, thereby taking the short-term loss for a secured future, where at least he will have people who will be happy with him. We today need to be careful that we don't get sucked into that individualized culture that might encourage us to amass as much wealth as we can, even to the detriment of everyone else. All that counts is me, myself, and I. No one else matters. Well, if we don't want to end up in that tight situation that this guy found himself, all we need to do is to put God first in our lives and act justly. Every other thing will follow nicely and beautifully.